Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So at the beginning of this year, I decided to set a little sort of goal situation. I wrote down 24 books that I wanted to read in 2024. Well, we are in June, so we are almost halfway through, and I have read 4 of the 24 books on this list. I've read a sixth of the books. I should be at a half. To get to a half, I need to read 9 books, which obviously is not a small feat and not something I can do very quickly. I actually own quite a bit of them. Okay, so I just counted and I actually own 13 of these books, but there are a handful that I'm strictly saving for fall. It's summer and I need to catch up. So long story short, what we're going to be doing is trying to read as many books off this list as I can. So I pulled 6 that are like front of my mind, or like I could see myself reading this week. And those are these. So let's go through what we have. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This just came out today and I'm starting with this. I'm literally so freaking excited. I love Ali Hazelwood. All of her books that I've read have been 5 stars for me. The next one is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I wrote down a note that I wanted to say when I said that this was next. I think that I've been putting it off because I don't think it's gonna be a 5-star read for me, and that will literally ruin the 5-star Ali Hazelwood streak that I'm on. I've read every single one of her other books, her novellas. I've given them all 5 stars. I love them, and I just don't think this is gonna be a 5-star for me. So I think that's why I've been putting it off. I'm definitely gonna enjoy it, but I think I am just intimidated by the fact that I don't think that I'm gonna be like obsessed with it, if that makes sense. Okay, I have King of Sloth by Ana Huang. This also just came out. I'm so excited to read this. I really don't have much else to say other than I love the series way more than the Twisted series, and I know a lot of people are on the reverse. I have to disagree. I love the series, so this is gonna be an easy read for me, of course. So next, I actually just acquired this. I was at Books A Million for the first time ever, and they have like a discount section, and I got this for like $5, I think, or something like that. Really cheap, and I forgot that this was even on this list, but yes, it is on my 24 in 2024. I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder last fall, and I was obsessed with it. I loved it, so this is one that, you know, maybe I will read, who knows. Mother of Death and Dawn. I'm 30% into this, and I just, like, I always read a chunk, put it down. Like, I read this 33%, like, I think in one day, and then I, like, put it down, because, like, obviously, like, it's a big book. Like, that was 230 pages of, you know, deep fantasy. And I haven't picked it up again, and I need to finish it. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with these books. I just need to get through them. They're so big and intimidating. Like, I think I read this beginning section on my Kindle because I was like stressed out about this. The last one is definitely kind of the last one on my mind in terms of like what I'll be reading this week, and that is Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. I am so excited for this book. I've been thinking a lot about fantasy recently, but I've been trying not to start new series, and this is the first in another series. But I think it like is like standalone-ish in the sense that like the story wraps up here, but there's another book already scheduled to come out, I think this fall maybe. So we will see on this one. I'm gonna start Not in Love. I'm so excited. I'm foaming at the mouth, and this is gonna be a quick, easy read. Like, it's 6:45 right now. I could probably start another book tonight. This feels really short, and I love her books. I fly through them so much. Sit and we're gonna read this. I'm so excited. Hi guys, I'm 157 pages into Not in Love, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's so funny because I made this whole point of being like, I don't know if Bride's gonna be up my alley. It's not gonna like the same as the other ones, and literally before the start of this book, she has this like paragraph where she's like, hey guys, this isn't what I normally write. It's not a rom-com, it's more erotic romance. So yes, I still love it. Okay, I'm not saying that I don't like that type of romance. We both know that I do. Like, who am I fooling? But I just think it is a little ironic that I kept putting Bride off because I was like, it's not her normal MO, I'm not gonna love it. And then immediately picked this up and it's literally not her normal MO. But I am really enjoying it. Even though it's not like her typical type of book, I love the STEM setting. You know me, a STEM girly. Start working a lab next week. But also the way she just writes her men, even though in this one, like, it's far more sexual than it has been in the past, like, he's still so chef's kiss. Like, he's obsessed. Like, he's so obsessed. He's not as like wholesome as like the other male main characters, although I don't think we get any male POV in, I know for sure, obviously, Love Hypothesis, but I don't think it's in Love on the Brain either. And I think, did we get Jack's point of view in Love Theoretically? We might have. But we do get his point of view in this, Eli. And so we're definitely getting all his nasty thoughts. Yeah, I feel like it's like not normally the kind of tropes that I like. They're like instantly attracted physically, which is like not normally something that I like, but I don't know if it's just something about her writing that just has like crack in it, but I love him and I love her. Like, her female main characters, like, they're so smart. Like they're so smart and I love that for them. And I like how off-putting Rue is. Obviously as a reader you don't see her as off-putting because like you understand her thought process because you're like in her head, but I love that like that is like one of her like main character traits to like other people, and the fact that like she has people who just like appreciate her for who she is, and then like this man meets her and is, because of how off-putting she is, he's like instantly obsessed because he's like, what the fuck is she on? And like he's like just like loves how odd she is. I feel like the other female main characters in her books are like bubbly and like super fun and quirky, but like here she's like subdued and like awkward and just like there and like off-putting, like, and I love that for her. So I think if she hadn't changed her archetype for the FMC, I don't think I would have liked this as much, but because I'm getting something like fresh with the female main character, I kind of am enjoying where it's going. It feels different to me in comparison to all of her other books, which, if people are mad about that, like, they can go home, because that is like people's biggest complaint is always like when they want to hate on Allie Hazelwood, they're like, her books are all the same. This one is different. I can tell you that. I'm still having a good time, baby. Like, let's go. Okay, we get back to reading. This is what I love. Let me read you this. Okay. Okay. Relax. Eli's voice startled me. His large hands wrapped around my shoulders, thumbs digging firmly into the knots between my scapulae. I am relaxed. Sure. I am. Rue. Something light and warm nuzzled the crown of my head. His nose, maybe. If you're here to avoid thinking about it, then do so. I'm sorry. I know I'm not good company. I should be more? Engaging, chatty, sociable, charming. He circled my stool to catch my eyes, and I fought the impulse to guide his hands back to me. Should you? I shrugged, and he went back to the stove and tossed the vegetables in one smooth move. My social inadequacies were old news by now, but what if Eli didn't understand the full extent of it? What if he thought he knew me, but you are enough, Rue, and if you aren't, I just don't mind. I love that she's like, I should be engaging, sociable, chatty, and he's like, should you? Like, He doesn't care. He likes that she's not. I just needed to tell you guys that. Like, I love her. Like, I'm... and I love him. Leave me alone. Is Liam? Hold on, pause. Is Liam from the short story? Where is my phone? No, seriously, where's my phone? Is Liam from the Loathe to Love You short, one of the Loathe to Love You short stories? Is Liam the Mara? They just had a I love the Alleyverse. I love the Alleyverse. Okay, I'm getting back to reading. Guys, I just finished Not in Love and I loved it. It was so good. Guys, I ate it up. Okay. As many people online have been saying, yes, it is spicier than her other books. And as her note at the beginning said, like, oh, this isn't typically like my other books. But I must tell you, although it is kind of like not like one of her books, it is spicier and they have physical connection before an emotional connection. But it still has that Ali Hazelwood dynamic between the two main characters that is just so good. Like, it's almost just feels like a reverse of what she normally writes, but like it's still being like what she normally writes. Like, but it still has like everything that you would want from an Ali Hazelwood book: an unhinged academic plot and boy obsessed. And I was screaming at the Alleyverse mentions, Nolan and Mallory. And then I'm actually impressed with myself that I caught the Liam mention. She references Liam, who is a patent lawyer. I don't even remember him being a patent lawyer, just a lawyer, but it is Liam from, I think it's called Under One Roof, her novella, Liam and Mara. I was proud of myself for catching that. So I loved it, guys. I thought it was so good. You guys the people aren't gonna like it. I already know. As other like content creators that I know like Ali Hazelwood aren't gonna like it because of how explicit it is. I think I'm gonna be out of my reading slump era. This is my second 5-star book this month. Do you guys want to know what my other 5-star book was? I'll give you guys a little peek. The artwork at the front. I'm sorry. Who? Whooms? I'm sorry, what? Okay, give me a sec. Hello, and welcome to day 2. I am in such a weird, like, mood. I think I'm starting a new job next week, and I'm super anxious about my first day. So I don't know if anyone else gets like this, but, like, I've been super unmotivated all day because I'm how anxious I am. I did get some of the stuff done that I needed to get done. So I think I'm gonna go and get something to eat, because I don't know, I'm feeling funky, and I think I'm going to start a book. Nothing better, there's no better cure to anxiety than escapism. So yeah. Hey guys! So, just a little update. 55% of the way through King of Sloth by Anna Huang, And I'll stand by it and say like this series is better than Twisted. The men are just so problematic in Twisted. And I mean, obviously, yes, it's Twisted and I read dark romance, like whatever. I just feel like the dialogue in these is usually a little less corny, although she has this guy thinking in poetry. Like he'll say like things and then at one moment he like was like, what am I, a poet? When he recognized he was thinking something like the like pearlescent shine on the moon, like, or like stuff like that, when like in his head, like I know darn well no man is ever thinking of that, but it's still pretty good. Like, girl, I'm eating it up. Yeah, that's about it. Trudging my way through, and I'm going to go to a movie, but I might end up reading a little bit more tonight. I probably won't be able to finish it tonight, but I'll definitely finish it tomorrow, and then we can move on to Mother of Death and Dawn, I think it is called. You know what book I'm talking about. All right, that's my update. So, I don't think we've spoken since I finished King of Sloth. So, let's recap that first. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I'm just looking at my Goodreads review because this was actually like a week ago. It's been a little bit since we last spoke. And I said, "Aw, so fun. I loved that." Anyway, I love them and Sloane slays. And also I stand by my opinion that this series is better than Twisted. Like, embarrassed emoji, but like not embarrassed. It's just like, ooh, blush, like, ooh, shock, OMG. Because I think that it is. I think it's way better than the Twisted series. So I don't know why people don't really like it. I loved King of Wrath. To be fair, I was on my arranged marriage kick. And I don't think I've read like a good arranged marriage since I read that. And I had just read the Monica Murphy arranged marriage trilogy and I loved it. So back to back, I was like obsessed. So I've been a big fan of the Kings of Sin series for a while because like I said, I ate that shit up. Oh my God, I can't with this booming. Anyways, so I started Bride today because I think I mentioned that I was going to read Mother of Death and Darkness or whatever. And I don't know if I told you guys that I was going to read that next or what, but I've been planning to read it on my weekends that I was traveling because I have it on my Kindle and it's a long time commitment and whatever. Both weekends I traveled, last weekend and this weekend, I did not read it on the plane. Last weekend, I didn't really read much on the planes. This weekend, again, I didn't really read it all on the planes. I've been exhausted. I felt really ill when I was flying home. So, Miss Girl's been tired. I'm currently moving, so that is why my apartment is disastrous. I've got all these boxes. I'm packing. Anyway, so I started Bride because I was like, I really want to get this video out. So let me read something that won't take me ages. So I started Bride and I'm 26 pages in. So I'm past the epilogue and I'm in the first chapter, or the prologue. This girl's tired. So far, it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little heavier on the fantasy, which is good. Like there's still that little Allie Hazelwood banter between characters, even though the 2 main characters haven't really met yet. Like her and her sibling have like a little banter going, and she seems the main female character seemed like pretty chill, pretty cool. So yeah, I think I was like over worrying a little too much about me not liking this in my head. Like I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some reading. As you saw, I lit my little Slytherin candle and it's perfect. I wonder if there's a description I don't know where to find a description of what it smells like, but it's exactly what I would like. It reminds me of this dark amber. They don't smell the same, but they gave off the same vibe that it's like kind of like men's cologne-y, and I love that. Like it's not musky, but it's like, ugh. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get back to reading and I'll update you, whatever. You know the drill. Guys, I have to update you. I'm 152 pages in to Bride and it's eating. It's eating. I'm obsessed with Lo. This is so good. And Misery is so funny. And Anna, the little girl, stop. This is eating. It's so good. Why didn't you guys tell me to read this earlier? I feel bamboozled. Like this whole time I kept putting it off because I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna be as good as her normal stuff. Ah! I'm eating it up. I don't want to go to bed. Like, and I have to, and I'm so exhausted. But I don't want to go to bed. I want to keep reading. Like, it's so good. Rent was due. Okay, I'm gonna get back to reading. This is literally so good. Screaming. I don't normally read the acknowledgements. Sometimes I do, but Ali Hazelwood did a bunch of bullets of like who she wanted to thank, and then at the end she says, "I would not like to thank Ticketmaster." Me too, girl. Me too. I have a personal vendetta against them. Okay, they are my arch nemesis, and I talk as much trash about them as often as I can. Okay, if you guys couldn't tell, I just finished Bride and I'm having mixed emotions right now because I honestly was going to give it 5 stars until the third act happened, and now I don't know. Now I have notes. Usually I give 5 stars if I have, you know, no notes. Like, I wouldn't change anything, but I would change that. But I'm literally obsessed with everything else about it. I loved Lo. I loved Misery. I loved the lore. The tension between these two had me climbing up a fucking wall. Like, the tension needs to be studied by rocket scientists because she cooked here. She has cooked like no other. But that third act, I get it though. Like, it so gives fantasy, though, that third act, like, oh, I wanted to protect you. I don't know. I need to think on it, mull on it, and then kind of give a rating for it then. But otherwise, I was so obsessed. We'll talk about it after some time. Guys, I have an insane update for y'all. Oh my god, let me see if I can, my tripod is still packed because I'm moving, so. I have an insane update for y'all. I thought this vlog was over. It is not. I'm currently reading Mistborn 1, The Final Empire. I didn't see this coming, but I saw this. I was in Europe and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, let me get this one. And I'm currently 170 pages in. I just finished part 1. Here, wait, let me pull out. I just finished part 1. We're on part 2 now. Can you see that? So, yeah. I don't know if you guys understand how crazy this is for me. Maybe I'm like making a big deal out of nothing, but I have had this on my TBR for, maybe just under a year. But I always am just like, oh, I'll read it someday, I'll read it someday, I'll read it someday. And it's like so intimidating. The books are pretty big. I mean, this is just Mistborn, let alone Stormlight Archive, Warbreaker, all of it. But I started it, and honestly, it's like pretty good. I was worried that like the start of it would be more high fantasy than I was prepared for, but it's actually not. Like, I think I read it 2 nights in a row and I'm almost 200 pages in. It's like really readable, super easy. And like the world building is a little like intricate in a sense for trying to wrap your head around it, but it's like pretty simple when it comes to the base of it. I'm gonna tell you guys how it works because I watched a different vlog of someone and they like kind of gave a little bit of a rundown of how it works, and it made it a lot more digestible for me. But basically there is two types of people. There's ska, which are like slaves, and then there's noblemen. And noblemen have magic, or their bloodlines have magic. And the way the magic works is kind of through metal. So if you ingest like copper, pure copper, or whatever the percentage is needed for performing magic, I forgot what they call the abilities, you can like certain metals like push and pull at different things. So like you can push and pull at emotions and stuff like that. So it uses metal, but it doesn't necessarily have too much to do with metal. There are a few metals that interact with real metal, but it also is like emotions and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And basically our main characters are trying to overthrow the evil lord. I think he's literally just called Lord Ruler. Anyways, but our main character is a young girl. I think she's 16, and the other main character is, I don't know how old he is, but he's like an older man, and he like is taking her under his wing and joining his crew to help overthrow the Lord Ruler. So I heard someone else say it's like sort of like Six of Crows, but I'd say it's like if Six of Crows was a high fantasy, not a heist. Wait, that's actually like it, right? Otherwise it's like a group of like 6-7 people taking on a job. Except for this is really interesting. So they're talking about the timeline of this, and he's like, let's say like a year to plan this. Oh, like, I mean, yeah, no, like overthrowing like evil ruler is hard, but like a year, like I'm invested. Like it's a lot. Like, okay, girl, I guess that's what we're doing. But yeah, I had to update you guys because I was like, wait, this is kind of crazy that I'm reading this and it's on my like 24 and 24. And since I haven't started editing this video, I was like, okay, it's a part of it now. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm enjoying it. So I keep on like doing this with it. Anyways. Hi guys. So I just finished part 2 of Mistborn, meaning I am on page 265 and I'm enjoying it so much. I don't know why I'm so surprised because I mean he's the king of fantasy for a reason, but I just was not expecting to enjoy this as much as I am. I think I was expecting it to be such a high fantasy that it would like be interesting and like obviously a good book, but like not so fun. But I'm so excited to keep reading. I think what is like really keeping me so like into it is I love all the characters, and even though like yes there are some slower sections of chapters where they're doing something where it's like obviously going to lead to something bigger eventually, but for now it's like kind of boring. The characters keep it so interesting and fun. Like I love Cal and Vin, our main characters, but I also love the side characters like Doxin, Breeze. Like I love them all, and they all have such amazing chemistry with each other. So they're just like so fun to read, even just like interacting with each other and talking. Like it is so good. I'm so happy that I started this. I'm enjoying it so much and I'm gonna keep reading. So yeah, this is great. Guys, I don't know if I can express to you how much I'm enjoying this book right now. I'm just over halfway through and I haven't been reading that long like since I got home. It's so good. It just keeps getting better and better. Like I'm getting more invested the more time goes on. I don't know what is going on right now, but I'm having like an experience. Like I feel like I haven't read a really good fantasy in a while. Well, Inkblood Sister Scribe was pretty good, but it wasn't like really good. Like this is like really good. Oh my god, I have to get back to reading. Like this is so important to me right now. Okay, bye. Guys, I'm so stressed right now, okay? I'm on page I don't know where to put you to talk. I'm flustered and stressed right now. I am on page 388 and I fear we have a Maven situation on our hands. I'm so terrified. I fear that I'm enjoying this man and I fear I am trusting this man too soon. Victoria Aveyard, you have broken my trust for characters, but I fear, oh no, I'm gonna be so upset if it is. Oh, but it would be so good. But no, it wouldn't be good. I don't want it to happen. Oh my god, no. I just read a little bit more. She's telling him too much. No. Guys, oh, this is so bad. I'm like getting like actually really anxious right now. Like, this is gonna go so... Oh no, 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 no. She told him so much. Girl, you don't even know him. Oh, I cannot be thinking about this. Like, I will not be able to sleep thinking about how he could pull... Oh, no, no, no. I'm traumatized by Red Queen. I read that my freshman year of high school. It literally changed the trajectory of everything. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get back to reading. I'm literally so upset right now. Okay, guys, quick update. I just finished part 3. I'm on part 4. I have not learned the truth of this man yet. I have been more fearful of other men as well. I don't know who to trust. I'm stressed and I don't want to stop reading. I truly do not know what is going to happen. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna get ready for bed. All right, y'all, it's the next night. I'm reading part 4 tonight, because I'm gonna try to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Let's get reading. Okay, sorry. I know I keep talking, but interesting thing just happened. So we always hear from 2 perspectives, Kel and Vin, the entire book. But right here, it switches to a third, a side character who I thought was going to be unimportant, has some sort of weight, but not much. But now we're in his head. Why? Who is this man? And why am I hearing his thoughts? Isn't that something? Like, that's odd, no? I'm on page 470 and you're just introducing a new point of view? I guess we'll have to see. I just got to the end of part 4 and I think I'm just gonna finish this tonight. But I have 70 pages left and I just need to finish it. Something just happened. I'm gonna finish this. What the fuck? This isn't fair. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying. No, I do know why I'm crying. I do, but I don't. Like, I really didn't think I was that attached. I can't believe they just pulled this on me. I still have like 55 pages left. I'm fine. I'm gonna read this off camera in case I start crying again. Oh my god! Oh my god, it was a... Oh my god! Shut up, shut up! Shut up! This is not happening right now. This is crazy. Oh my god, the gasp I just gasped. I wish I was filming. Oh my god. Finished. Guys, it was really good. I cried. It's late, I'm tired, and this is a lot to digest. So much of what happened in the last 2 parts of this book. I was a different woman this morning. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on this. We'll talk tomorrow.